Hey lovies, this is Michelle here at Life Mantra Tarot. I hope that you guys are doing great. Happy Saturday. This turns just ever so tight, slightly. This should be good without getting flagged, hopefully. We shall see. But yes, welcome to the channel. If you're new here and haven't ever, tapped in, welcome. I hope that you like what you see here and decide to stick around and hit that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff, so you could be a part of our little soul tribe and our collective that we're building slowly but surely. Would greatly appreciate that support as well. And yeah, you guys also always check other content that I've posted as well. I do all kind of different readings on here, literally a little bit of everything. So I got my girl here, my soulmate. What's up, mamas? The Phoenix Priestess is here. Love you, girl. That is my road dog right there. Please check her out. You will not be disappointed. That is the home slice, home skillet. I heard Kimbo Slice. That's my girl right there. Love her. And you guys will too. If you want raw, like straight to the point, no fluff, just straight up what you need to hear, that's the girl. She will put you in your place. So yes, check my girl out, guys. And for those of you who've already been tapping in, like my girl Allie from the Phoenix Priestess, yeah, just thank you for the continued support. I love you guys, and I'm so thankful for everything you guys do to help support me and keep the channel going, keep me motivated. uh, Greatly appreciate that support. And also, like, special shout out to like the people who are also my moderators. Love y'all, because you help weed out the bullshitters, come in here with their nonsense for whatever different reasons. Excuse me. All right. So I will say this. Two. When I looked up and started to say this, um, the first thing that I picked up before I even pulled any cards, I felt frustration and confusion. Um, like I was hearing a lot of expletives, like "Hey Bookie, hey girl, hey." So we got my another one of my homies over here. That is the sister right there, one of them. Check her out, Intuitive Interactions. She's amazing. Like I said, my peoples. When I say that they're amazing, chef's kiss. Check them out, okay? When I tell you who to go check out, don't play. This ain't play, baby. These are people who are legit, and they know their stuff, and they're so gifted at what they do. And these are people who I go to for guidance when I need a boost, or just I'm feeling a little bit lost. Those are people that I go to. So like I said, check out the Phoenix Priestess, and check out Intuitive Interactions. And my ear just started going crazy as I was about to start saying the other stuff that I'm about to get to. Hi Donna, how are you? Hope you're well. Because what I was saying, like I was picking up on like an energy of being very just like frustrated. I heard a lot of expletives, like fuck, what the hell is happening? Just confused, aggravated, just annoyed. I also picked up on like things like going missing. You like that you put something somewhere and you're like, where the fuck? Where is it? Like I know I put it there. Like stuff like that. Hey Soul of Man, aka Damon, check my boy out too, guys. Check out Damon at Soul of Man. He's amazing. I love when my peoples come in. I love my soul tribe. um yeah. I don't know, but I'm getting like this energy of like annoyance and frustration. Let me know if that resonates. Like I said, like feeling like out of the loop. I heard out of the loop. Just feeling like I heard on swivel, like your head's on a swivel, like just confused, discombobulated, and it's like that energy could get really, really fucking frustrating, right? It's like, what the hell's going on? So I'm getting that, maybe this reading is going to be about getting a little bit of clarity of where things are going, where things are headed in your life right now. And throat chakra. You might need to cuss somebody out. I'm getting that too. Like maybe somebody needs to like get some let off some steam. I just heard like it's very interesting. I'm getting a few different things. Like I heard "fuck you" a few times. Like "fuck you," like "fuck you, bitch." That's why my student says that to me all the time on a daily basis. "Fuck you, bitch." He says with his whole chest, and then he says, "I didn't really mean that, Michelle." And he calls me mom after he says it. I'm like, "I'm not your mom." All right, guys, let's get started. I know that was a little bit of a mouthful. Like even like how I'm trying to open this, right? Since when do these strings do all of this extra shit? I'm just trying to open the damn satchel here, and the strings are all crossed over themselves. Like I don't tie this bag, so how the hell did that happen? You just feel I hurt in knots. You just feel tangled up. A lot of weird shit happening. That's what I'm getting. Like so we're gonna dive in. We're gonna figure some shit out, guys. So the first deck that I wanted to start with is the tea leaf oracle. I love these. I haven't used them in a while on here. And the deck is too the deck is too thick for me to shuffle with my hands. So I shuffle them in the bag and then I pull cards out as I feel drawn to them. But yeah, so let's do a little mantra and everything to get the ball rolling, guys. Spirit, only let positive energy into this reading for the collective. Show the collective what they need to see at this time for their highest good. Clearest and most accurate messages, please and thank you. Let's shuffle these cards around. Ren, what are you doing, bro? Can you please close the curtain? I don't want people looking at you like that. We're on the first floor, bro. Why are you being nosy? What you seeing out there? That's definitely my daughter. She nosy as hell. Mm-mm-mm. If she were to have a race, she would be black as fuck. Because we be nosy, be like, what the neighbors doing? But now I know Karen vibes. That's how I know she's black. She's just like, let me get my popcorn and just watch all the shit go down. Like that's her. All right, let me get serious. It's time to get serious. All right. Let's turn this up a little tiny bit now. It feels like the song got louder or something. Don't want to get flagged. Probably will get flagged either way. But yeah, I'm telling you, this bitch right here, she black as fuck. And then she looking at me like I'm saying something wrong. She stopped when I said it. She's like, damn, I used to put me on the spot like that. Yes, I sure enough did. All right, so we got 3 cards. How funny is that? As I'm talking to my cat and making fun of her, look, we have a two-faced friend. Now, granted, my cat is not two-faced. She's amazing. But, you know, I heard catty. Could be a catty energy, like something like that. What else we have? Gavel, involvement with the law. Interesting. Did you have like a cat fight with somebody? Door. Opportunities are waiting for you. Those all came out together. That's a weird ass energy. Maybe there's like some type of maybe had like a catty experience with a friend. Like I'm getting like they real corny type shit. Like and the law might have had to be involved or something. Like maybe they have like your property or something. I just heard that property. Maybe they have like your property at their house or something like that, and you had to get that involved. But it's like they try to hold you back, but there's going to be new experiences awaiting because like you can't hold down the real one. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is. Like if you have some bullshit, you have some bullshit. But like the real ones, they're gonna still prosper. They're still gonna do fine. So if their intentions were to try to hold you back in some kind of way, didn't work. That's why I just picked up. I'm also kind of getting like a sense of judgment maybe about a person. Like maybe you're realizing that maybe they're always trying to be like in competition. Like I'm getting secret competition. We've been picking up on fake ass friends a lot on the channel, so it could have something to do with that. But yes, let's see what else we picked up on. Let's see what we got. 2 cards that came out. Harp. Great happiness is here. And we also got bag. Something important, such as a new job or a raise. So, again, like they might have tried to hold you back. I'm hearing like, was that Christina? My ear started ringing when I said that. Or started to say it. There's a Christina Aguilera song. I don't like really know the words to that one that well, but we're talking like early 2000s, and when she was like at her Xtina era with Little Kim, um, can't hold us down. Like I'm hearing that, but I don't know the lyrics to like try to sing it. But let me know if y'all know that song. You guys might be like millennials like me, or at least be aware of the song. Maybe let me know. What did my girl say? Oh hell no. Oh no. Interesting. No, thank you. Oh really now? That's crazy. That's wild as fuck, sis. What the fuck? What's wrong with these people? Yeah, but then, like I said, like you're about to be in your bag. Like you're in a, that dress is super cute, by the way. I love that dress. 11:11. um, yeah, and then we have two people and two like, so you might be seeing the number two a lot. Let me know if that resonates. But it's also getting like choices too. Um, but yeah, you're just focusing on yourself. You're like, you're not worried about these fucking people. Like whatever their qualm with you is, it's like okay, like and next. Like, like I've already ruffled enough feathers already. I guess I'm ruffling some more. Like, fuck out of here. Like, what am I supposed to do? You know what I mean? Like, okay, your point is giving me that, like, and that pisses people off even more when you're like mad chill about it. Like that pisses them off. That's like, especially like narcissists. What is that called? It's called like gray rocking or something like that. I always forget gray rocking or gray walling, something like that. And if you look it up, you'll find it and it'll tell you. But yeah, that's like the best way to handle like a narcissist. So just very monotone, simple yes or no type of answers or one word answers, things like that. And it's like they hate that shit. It pisses them off every fucking time. And it's like, well, guess what? I'm not gonna let you disturb my peace. So I'll fuck around and disturb yours without even actually trying. Hey, Show Empathy, how are you, my love? Welcome, welcome. I am good. I'm tired, but good. I woke up at like 4 this morning. Shocker. Every Saturday, it's always the same thing. And I stay up for like 3 hours at a time, 4 hours, and then like I take a nap, and then I wake up, and then I'm up for the rest of the day. This is my Saturday thing now. It's like it's been like that for years, and it's really annoying because it's like I always want to sleep, and I just can't. Like, can I just sleep in? I work every day out of the fucking week. Can I please? Other than Saturday. Can I please just get some goddamn sleep? But yeah, nope. All right, so we have two cards that came out now. Excuse me, something about that throat chakra though, I'm telling you. All right, so we have career. We saw like the bag energy and all of that. Yeah, you about to be in your bag. Career is important right now. I know, Sean, be like it's so frustrating because it's like I always tell myself I'm gonna sleep, I'm gonna sleep, I'm gonna sleep, and I never do it. I never do it, and I'm just like, fuck, can I please just fucking sleep? I'm tired. My body is tired, and I already don't really sleep that well in general. And it's been like that for a very long time. We're talking, 20 years plus. So it's like my sleep has never really been that great. So it's like the fact that I can I can't even find solace on a Saturday. My only day off is so frustrating. When I'm on my breaks, I wake up in the middle of the night at the same random ass times, 3 and 4 in the morning, and I'm up for hours at a time. So it's like I don't sleep well. So my sleep is often interrupted, unfortunately. It's just the way it is. What did my girl say? Just had an issue with a new lady out. Oh shit. It is in she gossiping and so on. What? Oh man, that explains a lot. And I was like, because I'm seeing like this energy of like, opportunities and stuff. I heard opportunists just now. Like people are trying to, get their foot in the door, and they're doing weird shit like that. And it's like judgment on your ass. Look what's about to happen now because you just fucked up. Like you thought that was gonna fuck up my bag. You thought that was gonna do something for you. It ain't do shit. You got no movement there, buddy. So we have career, like I said, and then we also have bear. It says danger, especially in money matters. See, someone's trying to fuck with your money. No, thank you. So this is giving career and finance type style. Okay. But we're gonna, we're gonna dive a little bit deeper, of course. Have a few selected decks, and we're gonna kind of see what's going on with y'all, what y'all need to know. We're just rolling with the punches tonight. Like I said, this is like a whatever comes out kind of reading, not doing too much. I ain't gonna make y'all cry or anything like that tonight. We're not doing that. Or will I? Know, let me stop. All right, let's see. So we have a few cards that came out together. It's like 6 cards. We got 5, no 6. All right, they came out like in a little cluster here. So let's see. All right. So we have man here. It says dealings or relationship with a man. So there could be a masculine figure that plays a pivotal role at this time, whether it's like a confirmation for someone. Um, hey, Lati. Oh, she posted something on Facebook. I'm like, what is this notification I'm getting? Because the color wasn't red on here. So I'm like, what is that? I know it's her birthday. Um, Happy birthday, Lati, if you end up popping in, my girl, or those of us who know her. It is her birthday. She's celebrating. I'm so happy that she's having a good time. But yes, so there could be a masculine figure that could play a role for some, not for all. Take the messages as they resonate, of course. Coins, money will be coming to you. Interesting. Remember, these cards are coming out together here. We have flag. I heard flag on the play. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. Interesting. Interesting. Wow. See, people are mad weird, bro. It's like people trying to come in and fuck up your groove. And they're like, you know what? People are going to try to have you, like, lower your standards or, like, dumb down to their level. Again, I'm getting that Christina Aguilera song. No one's going to hold us down. Like, no. Nest. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. Like, you got needs that you have to make sure are fulfilled. You're making sure you're good, your family is good and stuff like that. I don't know why I almost said gut health, and I'm like, that has nothing to do with this reading. But somebody might be dealing with gut health stuff. Let me know in the comments if that makes sense. It shows up a lot in these readings lately. I'm getting that it might be like IBS or something like that. But I'm also, or even like celiac disease. But it's something that will be manageable for someone. Like, so if you, I also heard colonoscopy. So if you guys have been having tummy issues, somebody, it could be just one person who ends up hearing this message. Let me know in the comments if you feel comfortable sharing. You don't have to if you don't want to. But somebody might be getting ready to have a procedure soon to check things out. And things are going to be fine, but it is going to be one of those things where you might have something that has to be managed. But it will be manageable for someone. Interesting. And that's interesting because right before I started the reading, I felt a burning in the pit of my stomach. So what the fuck is that? Where did it come from? Because it came out of nowhere. I'm like about to like literally hit the button like to say, okay, go live. And I'm like, ooh, let me wait a second. I'm like, do I gotta go to the bathroom? But no, I was fine. But like, I'm like, what the hell is this? Where did this come from? And then I just heard gut health. So somebody might be going through something with that. Again, totally separate from what we're seeing here. But somebody needs to hear that. You will be okay. It's just, something that, needs to be looked into and just working on a management, my ear's going on, a management, like, program type of thing. I don't know how to say your name. Hook? Hi, Hook. I'm going to call you that because I don't know. I am not giving free readings right now. This is just, but welcome. If you want to decide to stick around, you can, of course. But this is not free readings tonight. This is just a collective. But welcome either way. We have Ram here, a stubborn, aggressive person. Oh no, they might be a Capricorn. Could be a Capricorn in your energy that's kind of the one kind of trying to stir the pot or something, or just somebody who's very stubborn in general. Doesn't have to be a Capricorn. I know Capricorns get a bad rap sometimes. I have a lot of Capricorn in my chart, so yeah, that and Taurus. I have that in my. I have a lot of everything other than water, except for one placement. It's my south node, so no wonder I'm fucking emotional all the time. We have Cobweb here as the other card that came out with those cards. Protected from negative forces beyond your control. So there are people trying to fucking, I heard Puppet Master trying to, pull strings and shit, trying to get you to do things that you don't want to do and make you uncomfortable and shit like that. Yeah, no thank you. We're not doing that. So the next deck that I'm going to pull from that I felt drawn to is the Kipper. So let's see what Spirit has to say from there. When we split the deck, we do have. Let me see. Is this deck being held upside down or? Nope, it's not. Those cards happen to be upside down. Somebody might have been going through a divorce with a person who was not a good person. And if it's not like an actual divorce, like it could be just like a severance of ties with possibly a male who was like operating in some really toxic ass energy. So like, let's say if it's work related, you're leaving a job because you had a shitty boss and get something like that. Yeah, because the rest of the cards look like they're all in the upright. The fact that those came out in the reverse, yeah, see. Yeah. Interesting. Because I really do try to put my cards in the upright as best as I can, but sometimes, cards end up still in the reverse somehow. And it's like, I guess that card was meant to come out that way. Especially if it flies out of the deck like that, too. Side note, for those of you who are readers, right? I'm in like some like groups and stuff on Facebook and stuff, and I always find it interesting when some of the readers say things like, "Oh, they don't take reversals, or they don't take cards that like are jumpers." I'm like, those seem like the cards that you should be taking. It's so weird to me that, but I mean, everybody has their own reading style, I guess. But like that to me, it doesn't make sense. It's like they came out that way for a reason. And jumpers are really important because that's like spirit jumping at you. But I guess some of them they look at it as like, oh, if I didn't pull the card myself, because they don't read like spiritually. I guess that's what it is. It's very interesting how there are different types of readers, and I'm learning that now more. But I was like, really? Like, is this the right group for me? Because it feels weird. Because I let spirit guide my readings. I have a really great intuition and all of that, but I let spirit guide, and then I use my intuition from there. But they just only go off of intuition. So they just look at the cards and they read the cards, and that's it. And I'm like, interesting. It's different than what I do here. And most of my comadres, most of us read more like how I read. But yeah, community here in the bottom of the deck. Interesting though. Mature man. An expectation. You might be expecting something from somebody who's again a male figure, possibly. They could be somebody who's like a part of your family or friend group or something along those lines. Oh God, I hope this isn't true. Because underneath community we have bad health. I don't like that message. House. So there could be something going on with like an older male figure. We're not trying to put that out there, but you might need to know this information, or this could be something that's already happened, or is in the process of happening. It could be somebody dealing with older male figure, like a grandfather or something like that, or a great uncle. It could be like a great uncle or something like that. Who might be going through some physical ailments. This could be somebody who you really care about. So just make sure you're checking up on them and communicating with them the best that you can. That seems very specific. That's not going to be for everybody. I don't like delivering those kind of messages. Because like people be like, oh yeah, they put a hex on me or something. Nope, that's not what happened at all. Just like I have dreams sometimes when, something's going on with a family member. I like I should reach out to Auntie so and so, and then I find out, yeah, they got something going on. So it's like this is just literally intuitive messages coming through and spirit guiding me through the messages. So, you know, that's not for everyone, of course. So take the messages as they resonate, guys. All right, so let's get like 3 to 4 cards from here. Let's do four. Picking up on four. What we got? Distant horizons. Yeah, so distant horizons, I'm getting an energy of just like something like, it's kind of giving like, all right, before I even try to dissect that card, all of a sudden, like, the front of my face started hurting. I'm fine. It's just like I'm getting somebody might be going through like sinus problems or migraines. Like it feels like a squeezing right in the front of my face. It hurts. Might be having dizzy spells too. You might want to get that looked at. All right. Let me try to get back to the reading. I'm sorry, guys. Oof, that threw me for a little bit of a loop. I'm fine, but like, what the fuck was that? I don't like that feeling. So if you guys have been feeling like that, oh man, I don't like that at all. Somebody might resonate with that. Right here, be very careful. I'm also getting toothaches. Be very, very careful if you're having toothaches because toothaches could become infections, like abscesses and things like that, and they could go up into this cavity here. Be very, very mindful of that. It's one of those things that sometimes we don't pay attention to. We're like, oh, it's just a toothache. Like, if it's a really bad one, get that looked at. All right, sorry guys. All right, let's try. Where's my bell? All right. The fuck is up with all these physical ailments, guys? I know we are also in retrograde, so a lot of stuff happens during this time. That could be what it is. Like a lot of people go through like physical ailments and like level ups and all that stuff. Like it's very interesting. All right, sorry. Let's try to get back into the groove. My apologies. All right, so we have distant horizon. So it's kind of giving like, waiting for your ships to sail in type of thing. And just like hoping that, things are going to start to look up, right? For some of you, it could also represent like distance, like maybe moving, physically moving, or being at a distance from people who you know, like to be around. I'm getting something like that. Some of you guys might be moving for work. I'm getting that as well. But yeah, what did my girl say? Yeah, exactly. Intuitive interactions. Check my girl, guys. Yeah, and I guess I'm realizing now that I'm definitely a different type of reader. Because like my whole exposure to this was through somebody who was a channeler too, technically. But in my mind, I just thought tarot was tarot at one point, and I'm like, oh wow, no, there's levels to this shit. And not, I won't even say levels. It's just different types of readers. Like there are people who are tarot readers, like that's what they do, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's pretty cool because like they know those cards like nothing. Like they look at a card, they know the imagery, they know what the zodiac placement is. Like they know everything. Like oh, it rules this, and I'm like, damn, I don't even know that stuff. I'm more of an intuitive reader where I know the meaning of all the cards. However, there are things that are a little bit beyond my scope, and I read intuitively. Like I look at imagery and things like that, but in a different way. Or I'll like tap into each card and I feel something. Y'all saw how I just all of a sudden like I'm like ooh, my head and shit like that. Like when I do that, I'm not making it up. Like I literally feel those things. And then people confirm sometimes in the comments and they're like, yep, that's exactly what I got going on. I'm like, oh, fuck. You know what I mean? So it's very interesting. Learning these things, right? As I go. I've been doing this for only a few years. Like I'm not as seasoned as some people that I know, but like about 5 years in the making, I would say. And yeah, but nonetheless, we have privileged lady here. My ear is doing a weird thing again. Yeah, so we do have, and I was saying something about the number two might be important for some of you, getting that energy again. But whatever this is an opportunity that's going to really allow you to like just, you waited for this for a while. It's going to allow for you to level up. Yeah, and it has something to do with work. Thank you, Spirit, for the confirmation. So this, for a lot of you, this is work related. Um, Again, some of you guys might literally be getting ready to move for work. For others, if you're not moving, it just could be saying you're moving on from something that no longer serves, and moving into some like a new era of your life when it comes to your career, which is really cool. Hi, Thursday. How are you? I hope I say your name right. Oof. Yeah, that's such a bad pain. Oh gosh. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry you're going through that. That sounds absolutely freaking terrible. I know you don't want to have to deal with like the emergency room costs, but can the emergency room help at all with something like that? I know like with tooth pain and stuff is kind of like one of those wishy-washy things a lot of the times. They're like, oh, we don't touch that kind of stuff, but you never know. Maybe they can give you like maybe even if it's just something for pain. That's terrible. I'm so sorry you're going through that. Yeah, see, like that's the thing. Like I was feeling that. I'm like, wait a minute, because I feel all of this, and then I was feeling something here, like right at the top. I felt a little bit of something on the bottom, but I mostly felt it like up here, and it was like going like shooting up this way. Yeah. Nice. Unexpected income. So there's money about to come in. Okay, Monty, I like that. And for somebody, um, again, it could be a divorce for somebody, and if it's not like an actual divorce, it could just be a severance of ties with a like a company or something that you've worked for a while, and knowing like, okay, that tie is done. I don't want to work with these people anymore. That kind of thing. I'm getting something like that. Really? Wow, that's crazy. See, for those who end up watching at a later time, you might want to look at the feed, because you're able to look at the live chat and its replay, and look at the comments when I'm saying stuff. Like, I'm not just making this stuff up. So yeah, that I just got goosebumps. Like, like sometimes I'm like, am I like imagining these things? Like, no. You have somebody pop in and say like, no, literally, that's what's going on with me. I'm just like, I've seen things and stuff like that, like heard things like names and things like that, and I say it on the channel all the time, and people are like, oh shit, maybe she's like the real deal. You're scary accurate. I get that a lot. You're scary accurate. Like, what the fuck, how did you know that? I'm like, I don't necessarily know how to feel. You know what I mean? It's a little bit different. I mean, there is like a little bit of an inner knowing, I guess, like high priestess energy a little bit, but like it's one of those things it's very hard to explain. I will say that. We do have wealthy man on the top. So maybe, maybe the person that you, for those of you who resonate with this part of the message, if this is like a divorce or whatever, for some of you, this person might have, actually had a little bit of money. And now they done fucked up. And you're about to get some of that shit. And I can't stand that fucking song. I can't stand it. What's her name? Young Miami or whatever the fuck her name is. But that song that everybody's been talking about, and I'm just like, oh god, it's too ratchet for me. I can't do it. But like, it's everywhere. It's like in all the reels and stuff like that, and I'm just like, I guess I can't get away from the sound clip. I have purposely not listened to the song, but it's everywhere still. Spin that shit. Spin that shit. I'm just like, it's kind of giving me that, like, y'all gonna be spending that shit if that's your story. That's somebody's story. Yeah, you busted your ass to get to this point, toil and labor. This isn't any. This again. I jokingly said this ain't for play. Like shit. Get two more from here. What we got? Shit. Okay. See, I'm telling you. Look at this. This is crazy. All right. So the cards that came out, they like went. I'm like, I'm gonna take them exactly how they came out. Three cards, and it's very similar to the cards that we saw from the first deck that we pulled from. So we got a false person. We got false person, fake ass person, occupation. So again, that fake ass energy at work for some reason, whoever this person, and they wanted to see you fail. They wanted to see you fail, despair. They wanted to see you in that energy. Five of Pentacles type shit. Like they wanted to see you in a really bad space, and guess what? You're gonna make new connections elsewhere if need be. So it's like, you know, I heard camaraderie, I heard connections, I heard networking. Like they can't hold you down. Great fortune coming in, baby. They tried it. Tried and fucking failed. Yep. And it could be, again, it could possibly be like a distorted masculine figure for some of you. Um ugh, disgusting fucking energy for this person. One more. I just felt something go like this to my face. Um I am picking up on something. Somebody who's watching or will watch at some point might have got sexually harassed at work by a male higher up. And that could be where some of this money is about to come in from. You might be suing somebody for damages or something. I did just pick up on that. Like I felt something graze me right like this, like almost like someone like trying to like touch your face, stroke your face, put your hair behind your ear type shit. And I felt something go down my arm. I don't like it. Disgusting. I felt very nasty vibe from that. That's for somebody. That's not gonna be for everyone, but somebody might resonate with that. And this person pretty much hates you for, you know, being a whistleblower and saying, oh yeah, absolutely not. You're not going to take advantage of me. And you're higher up and shit. Like, absolutely fucking not. As somebody who's been sexually harassed on the job before and at a a site that I worked at for my internship in college. Yeah, it was a very, very uncomfortable feeling, and I felt something almost like that, like, ugh, fucking disgusting. Yeah, see, look, main male here in the reverse. It's here officially on the spread now. For some of you, it could be something like that. Again, everybody's got different things going on. We're seeing different messages popping up throughout the reading, but you know, as I pick up on the different messages, so we got like again, like we got the fake friend energy, you know, possibly somebody you worked with. People really just want to see you do bad in terms of your career and shit like that. That's part of what we saw. But they can't hold you back. They can't. There's nothing that they can do. Like, you know, and then for some of you, you might, you know, either have been getting out of a career partnership or a marriage, and you're about to see money come from that. Different things going on for different people. So just let me know if the messages are resonating. But yeah, we have toil and labor here again. You know, you worked really hard. You probably really didn't want to even be. I keep hearing whistleblower. You probably really didn't want to do all that, but you want to hold yourself in high honor, or the person could be somebody who was held in high honor, and you had to say what needed to be said about who this person was. This is somebody who people look at and they're like, they look up to them. They're, you know, they're an important figure, and you might have had to be the one to say, This is how this person moves. This is how they operate. So let's check that out. You know what I mean? I'm getting something like that. All right. So hopefully this message is resonating with somebody. I know that there's a lot going on, you know, between feeling physical ailments and having to like say, okay, wait 1 second, and then like, you know, other different things. We got different narratives going on. So, you know, keeping track of everything that's going on could be a little bit complicated. But all right, so we have, and this is interesting because I split the deck and it kind of lines up with what we were just talking about. So we have business in the reverse, and we have happiness. I don't even think I need to read it because it literally lines up with everything we've been just talking about, right? You're just focusing on your bag and your happiness. You had a bad, I almost had exposure, bad experience with a workplace environment, and now you're focusing on yourself, you're moving forward from whatever the fuck this was, this toxicity. Is it there still? Yep, this toxicity, because we're shuffling, and realizing, okay, yep, nope, this is not something that is in alignment with where I'm trying to go. And realizing that, being wherever you were is just not going to work. I did also hear marriage as a business. Some of you guys might have viewed marriage as a business, and a lot of people do. Um, so if any of you guys went through a divorce, that could be like the mindset now. It's like it was business. You know what I mean? You're like, we're like, run me my fucking money, basically. Especially if they like cheated or anything like that. Shit. Everything's null and void now, bitch. Like, give me my money. Run that. Oh, we had a prenup, huh? Now it's null and void because you got caught. I just picked up on another message too. If it wasn't like an official like marriage per se, but like a higher level, actually started hurting. Like a higher level of commitment type thing. Um, I think it's just the way I'm sitting right now. I don't think this is you guys. I think this is me. um, my back has been bothering me lately, but I think that's a me problem. This have to do with me. But yes, I am getting that if anybody was like in a higher level of commitment and that ended, this person is about to go through it because I feel like they did some bullshit that they weren't supposed to do, and they're feeling like this. They wanted you to feel like that, honey. Now they're going through it, and it's almost like it's given like as they watch you like move on and glow up, they're like, well, they feel left behind. They're like, well, what about me? Yeah, but this was divine timing at practice here at play. You're protected because of it as well. Yeah. Quick, sudden changes. Things just happening and you're like, whoa, what the fuck is this? you know? You might have had experience a little bit of this sadness. But understanding that, you know, there is potential for growth here. And everything happens when it's supposed to. Sometimes we have to go through different lessons in our little groupie right there. Dizzy. Sometimes we have to go through different phases of our lives in order to, overcome and move on into the next phase. Um, that's what I'm picking up on. So there's endings happening, right? And they were brought on very, very suddenly for some. There's time to rebuild yourself is what I'm getting. Time to rebuild after what seems like a period of loss. That's what I'm picking up on. But the thing is like, and I've been saying this a lot lately, like not every loss is really a loss. Sometimes it's something that allows for you to have new gains, new gains, baby. Like I just got like an analogy. Listen to this. All right, so you know how like people who work out and stuff, they're like, oh yeah, my gains and all that. Like they talk about all that shit. Something that I 43. Like, oh yeah, my gains and all that. Like they're eating all their protein and all that, right? They're cutting certain things, blah blah blah. They're bulking and cutting, but like and getting cut or whatever. And then like, well, what do they have to do first to get there, right? They have to lose the fat, right? The excess. They have to lose the excess to see the results. I know it's such a weird ass analogy. I know, but bear with me, okay? I use weird. I'm on the spectrum, guys. Like I use a really weird, abstract fucking analogy sometimes. So just saying, this is what I'm hearing. This is what I'm picking up on, and this is what I'm seeing. So think of it like that. In order sometimes to like see the results, you have to cut out the excess, the fat, right? So think of our lives that way. What we see bodybuilders do, or people who really are like big on the gym, and dieting and eating right and all that stuff. Like, what do they have to do, right? when they lost that fat, was it a loss? No. I mean, they lost something, yes, but did they gain at the same time? Perspective. So it's like, that's what I'm getting. It's like, it's about perspective, you know? We are going to be faced with choices, right, along the way. And the higher power will guide us through it. But we have to be able to shift our perception of how these things are happening in our lives. It's not happening to us, it's happening for us. That's what I'm picking up on. So, yes, did it suck when all these things happened? Absolutely. But did it serve a higher purpose and meaning? Also, absolutely. So, yeah, see, look, business is here on in the reverse again. Something about ending partnerships, severance. Lion is here. Maybe you started like posting resumes and stuff online. Maybe for some of you, you work like a lot of what you do might be online, like selling things and things like that. Everybody's going through different things, so bear with me. But like, I am picking up on maybe I heard e-commerce. So some of you guys might work like for like doing e-commerce type of things or marketing online and stuff like that, like a firm type of thing. Interesting. Everybody's got different things going on. So, take the messages as they resonate. But you're bored with it. You've been bored with it. You didn't want to do this much longer anyway. So it's like, okay, I've been doing this for God knows how long. I don't want to do this anymore anyway. So, deuces, toodles. All right, let's get like 3 cards from here, Spirit. Because like I said, I have a few different decks over here I want to read from. I want to try to read from all of them because I feel drawn to them tonight. So, usually when Spirit guides me to read from certain decks, it's for a reason. So, even when I be like, that's a lot of decks, they're like, yeah, no, it might seem like it's a lot of decks, but trust me when I tell you there's a message. Like, okay, okay, I believe you. Yeah, see, this card came out how many goddamn times now? About 5, something like that. It's officially on the spread now. This is in the reverse. And look how many cards are in this deck. There's a lot of cards in there. That card keeps on showing up. And I kept saying that you guys might be getting ready to travel for work or move or something for work or just moving on in general. Rare gift. I'm getting that maybe, hey, Concrete Rose, how you doing? Blessings to you too, my love. Yeah, there are these rare opportunities that are about to be presented to you because you've allowed yourself to move on from this. Um, the other thing I'm getting is you're the rare gift, and you might be that person that thank you. I appreciate you so much. Love you. Um, yeah, I'm getting like, you're the rare gift. And you're the golden egg. You see, it's like people don't recognize how much you bring to the table until you're gone. And that could be in different areas of your life. It could be your friends, your family, romantic partnerships, work, so on and so forth. We've all been there. When you put yourself out there for whatever, purposes, and bending over backwards for people who don't deserve it, staying at jobs way longer than you should, being in relationships way longer than you should, being there for all your friends and family, and they don't, they don't even dip their goddamn toe in a fucking puddle of water for you to help you out when you need help. But yet here you are, at their beck and call. No. Can't have these one-sided fucking partnerships in your life. Yeah. Dreams. You might be having some weird ass dreams lately. Let me know if that resonates. Oh my god, my dreams have been so weird lately. I'm also getting like reaching for your dreams too. I'm hearing guapole. It's funny. My girl Lati, she was talking about getting closer to like your accomplishments and stuff, and I heard closer by guapole. So some of you guys might be a fan of guapole, or that message. The message of that song might resonate, but the chorus is, or the main part of the song is, closer to my dreams. It's taking over me. I'm getting higher and higher. I can almost reach. And it's just a very inspirational song. So when I was in college the first time, 20 something years ago, that album had just came out like right around the same time. And I was, I was going through a lot of stuff at the time, and that the whole album, quite frankly, like was very inspirational. But that one song, because it was like the opening to the whole album, and it would just like set the tone, set the mood for me. If I was ever having a bad day, I would just put that album on, especially that song. So somebody might want to listen to that. Guapole, Closer, great song. I want to who sampled it. I think it was Drake. I think Drake's sampled it a few years back. But yeah, it's a really good song. That's my girl. She used to have these long, beautiful locks, and she was who inspired me to start locks. Um, so I had locks like this, like I guess, I was, very young when that album came out. I was in high school, going into college, and so I was like 18 years old, and I was like, ooh, at 18, saying, oh, by the time I'm, what was the age I said? By the time I'm 30, yeah, by the time I'm 30, I'm gonna start locks, and lo and behold, I did before that. But it's just funny because like then she ended up cutting her locks off. I'm like, fuck. But I remember I saw her in concert, and we did like a meet and greet, and I took a picture with her, and I was like, you inspired, like she had like the little cute little TWA, like a teeny weeny fro or whatever, like in blonde or whatever. So cute, looked really good on her. And I had my little baby locks, and I was like, you inspired me to lock my hair. And they cut yours off. And she started laughing. She's like, everybody keeps saying that. Her locks were so dope. And but yeah, point being, like, that was a part of my hair journey, my locks. And I definitely plan on starting another set probably by the end of the year. So anyways, and what did I say a little while ago? I said you're entering into a new phase, out with the old and with the new kind of shit. We have bridge, bridge, another phase of life, transition. Need time to find common ground and bridge the gap. So you're heading in a new direction in your life. We saw a lot of that energy throughout the reading, and yeah, you're moving on, and you're gonna leave some things behind. You know. Hey, Kyra, I remember you. You were here the other day. How are you? At least I think so. Excuse me. I feel like I remember your name. Yeah, we have Crystal Ball here, which is about, an inner knowing, inner knowledge, right? Hey, Mystic Marie. What's up, Marie? Guys, check out my girl, Marie. So we got a few of my girls here. We got Mystic Marie. Check her out. Check out Intuitive Interactions. And also, if you scroll up a little bit further, you'll also see the Phoenix Priestess. Check my girls out. They are amazing at what they do, and I'm so grateful for you guys for everything that you do in terms of supporting and just being amazing people. Thank you so much for what y'all do. But yes, you definitely have this inner knowledge, like like there are things that you need to move on from. You've seen now at this point the red flags is what I'm kind of picking up on. And yeah, so you're confirming, Cairo, that yeah, I've seen you before, right? See, I try to remember these things. I do. That shows that I appreciate when you guys pop in, because like I don't want you guys to ever feel, like, oh wow, I'm just like just a person like just popping in. Like, no, I try to connect with all of you guys when you pop in. That's my goal. So the more I see you guys popping in, the more connected I feel to you, and the more that the messages will start to resonate with you guys as well. So keep on popping in, guys. I love y'all. So we have answers here on the top of the deck. It says mystery reaches its resolution. Having answers and clarity. Problems will be resolved. Closure from the past. Closure, as we're bridging the gap, right? Closing out those cycles. There's certain things that just no longer serve. And it's gonna look different for different people, but the main thing we're seeing is jobs that need to be closed out. No more of those, partnerships. The other thing we saw was fake ass friends, possibly within the workplace. And for others, it could be a long-term relationship and or a marriage that is null and void. That's the word I heard them, the words I heard them say, null and void. But yeah, you're understanding now, right? And you're rebuilding in the process. All right, let's get like maybe 2 more from this deck. Don't want to go too crazy because, like I said, I have other decks here that I wanted to pull from. So I want to try to, make sure I pull from the decks that Spirit was like, we're gonna pull from those, okay? I hear you. I hear your words, like my students say. It's so cute because like they've learned that, I guess, like over time, like when we do teacher talk between the other teachers in the room, like, so I love how so and so is doing such a great job listening. I hope all my friends can do a great job listening as well. And they'd be like, I'm listening too. Like, you little butthead. We weren't listening just a second ago. I hear your words, Miss Michelle. Okay, yeah, you better. Shoot, little butts. I love them. No, those are my babies. Kiskia. Hi, Kiskia. How are you? Good evening. Hopefully I said your name right, and if I hope I didn't butcher it too badly if I said it wrong. All right, so we have 4 cards that came out together. Let's see what they are. We have the unseen. So it says working behind the scenes, not seeing the full picture, the blessings you don't see, magic happening behind the scenes. So like I'm getting like Spirit is setting up these new opportunities, which we did see stuff about new opportunities starting to present themselves, even if things have been really rough, trying to figure out what the fuck's happening, right? Like I don't get what's happening right now, like please. I'm hearing DMX, Lord, show me a sign. Like I'm hearing that. Like for real though, it'd be like that. Like, can you please help me? Like Kevin Hart. But no, for real, it's like sometimes we don't know what the hell's happening, and we're confused, and we're just feeling. And I was feeling like that earlier in the reading. I said that before I even pulled any cards. I'm like, some of us just might feel lost, and we're just trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Like, Lord, do you hear me? Whatever you believe in, the universe, my spirit guides, whatever, like whoever you speak to, like, guys, I come in as your humble servant. Please help me. Like, it's given that. It's like, yeah, they might be communicating through dreams for some of you. You've been having some really weird ass dreams or like repetitive dreams. Um, Lucid dreaming, even astral projection. I just heard. There could be a really significant reason for it, and it could be because that's how they're trying to communicate with you. So, pay attention to that. Some of you guys might benefit from the idea. My ear just started ringing. I was about to say this. Some of you guys might benefit from the idea of doing like a sleep journal. Keep like a notepad by your bed, and if you happen to have awakenings in the middle of the night and you could remember your dreams, write down what you remember and kind of pay attention to any patterns and stuff within those dreams, because again, it could be them trying to communicate something to you. You could do like your own research, like what does this type of dream mean, or you could talk to somebody who knows how to do like dream analysis and things like that. There are people who literally do that. So yeah, you can look into that. We also have time off, so you need to take a chill pill. Take a chill pill. Like you guys might not be sleeping enough. That could be also why you're having weird ass dreams too. Yeah. Sometimes when your sleep is a little bit wonky, your dreams are even more wonky. Just giving that too. But I do also just pick up on this energy of people who need to just sleep. um if sleep has been, you know, not really your strong suit lately, I did just hear magnesium. Some of you guys might benefit from taking some magnesium. I also picked up on melatonin. But with melatonin, be careful because I'm picking up on this too. If you're taking blood pressure medications, that might not be the best supplement for you because it could slow down your heart rate and you don't want it to drop too low. So I did hear that. Um, so just be, cautious about like if you take supplements and things like that. Make sure that they don't mesh or intermingle with your medications. Maybe one day we all could be on a naturopathic, you know, kind of thing where we don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. I would love to get there myself, but I'm not quite there yet. Um, I'm scared to stop taking any of my stuff at this point because I'm like, I don't want to fucking die. So it's like, I know I'm like laughing about it, but it's like a nervous laugh. It's like, I don't think I want to, like, because I'm on blood pressure medication myself, and I know there's certain things I can't eat or drink because of it. So, yeah, I'm picking up on something like that. We also have pink diamond here. It says a rare opportunity or find, one of a kind love, unique creative expression, and wealth and prosperity. I love it. I love it. I love it. So there could be something. Um, Again, we did get an energy of rare opportunities getting ready to come in, and again, I think what's going to allow for those opportunities to come in is how rare you are. You guys have so many gifts that you can bring to the table, and when you are around the right people who see it, you'll be able to actually utilize it. My ears going crazy. It's giving like, I'm almost getting like your reputation is going to precede you. Like, people, when you walk into a room, people are going to be like, so that's so and so. Like, they're going to look at your resume and shit and be like, yo, we want them on the team. And then they meet you and be like, so that's them. Like, they're like, it's given that, which is pretty cool. Like, you guys, there's about to be like, I'm getting raises or completely new opportunities when it comes to work. This is really great. Some of you guys might be getting ready to start a business, or business is about to be booming because of the fact that you've allowed yourself to distance yourself from this bullshit that we've been seeing throughout the reading. Again, let me know if this is resonating at all, but this looks good. Looks really good. Yeah, trial and error here on the bottom of the deck. Am I No, I'm not. I'm not. But yes, we have trial and error here on the bottom. So yeah, you had to go through some trial and error to get to this point, right? Of being able to know what's what. Some things might be unfinished right now. Maybe revisiting an idea that you had. Maybe that's why like that dream journal thing keeps popping up. Maybe like they've been talking to you in your dreams, like, hey, here's some ideas for a business or something. Creative ideas, creative expression. Now it's time to use it, utilize it. It's giving me something like that. Middle love offer. Hmm. And the crazy part is, even though it says love offer, what's on the bottom? A job offer you love. Because I'm not really picking up on a lot of love in this reading. I mean, there's some of it in there, like throughout, but like very, very, like little. It's almost, I just saw like when people put parsley on a plate to make it look pretty. I'm one of those people. Like, why is everybody going and putting parsley on their damn plate now all of a sudden? What's all this green shit? Like, I'm like, but it looks nice. Especially when you got like the nice, like the square plates and stuff, the white plates, or like those deep dish bowls. Put a little bit of something around the rim and stuff. I watch too many cooking channel things, or too many TikTokers now. I'm like, ooh, I make my plate look really, really presentable and pretty. But yeah. Anywho, let's get one more from here, Spirit. Thank you. Ooh, got two. Exactly. Okay. Hearing a song, channeling something, but I'm gonna tell you guys the cards first, and then channel the songs. We saw both of these cards at different points of time show up. So we have sadness here. It says disappointment, regret, depression, unwelcome change. Change is fucking hard, and nobody wants to go through that shit, right? We saw the despair card, right, earlier. Some people even wish this upon you. Fuck them. We have lightning here. Yeah, fast, sudden changes, and it's like these are things that, again, it happened almost out of nowhere overnight. And you're just like, what the fuck? Like, I thought things was cool. I thought things was peachy, and it wasn't. Yeah, this could have, put you in a position of having to relocate. And we did pick up on that before, especially possibly for work for some. You're bored out of your fucking mind when it comes to that. You all right, Ren? Was that a sneeze? That was a really cute sneeze. Hi, baby. The world, which again, an ending, right? And could also represent a little bit of moving around. So it's like there's this closure happening. But the song that I was hearing just now is The Chain by Fleetwood Mac. And it goes up, listen to the wind blow, watch the sun rise, run in the shadows, dim your love and dim your lies. Well, if you don't love me now, you will never love me again. I can still hear you singing, you would never break the chain. So somebody promised you something and they broke that promise. And it puts you in a position of like, you know what, I gotta close this out. And it's like when you had to see things for what it was, who this person or these people were, all bets were off. That caused this. That caused you to say, yes, this is sad. It fucking hurts. But I have to close out. It has to be done. And I have to close it out with that world card and all those other cards that we saw, right? But there is completion here. There will be a sense of balance. And the rats will be exposed. You know what I mean? Like this energy of like, you know, and I heard the word exposure too, like earlier. I was like, I'm not sure why they're saying that, but like I'm trying to say one thing and they're like, I said exposure. I'm like, that's not the word I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say something else. But they said exposure. So there's a sense of exposure when it comes to these people. This energy. We're just gonna get like maybe 3 from here because we got a lot of energy already out on the spread, and I do have other decks that I wanted to read from, so I don't want to go too crazy. I just heard conflict. Ooh, wow. I heard conflict resolution. Is on the bottom of the deck here. Throat chakra. Oh God. Excuse me. It felt like, what the fuck was that? I didn't like that at all. It felt like something was like in there, like scratching inside of my throat, like trying to like make me not be able to talk. What was that? Somebody doesn't want me to say what's coming out next. This is somebody who you're like, I'm not, you're like, I'm gonna call a spade on that shit. With the conflict card here in the reverse, they're like, yeah, I'm not about to sit here and be in competition with you. I don't give a fuck. Like, who the fuck are you, basically? And underneath that, poverty in the reverse, like you're about to level up. Like you're not worried about these people. Like they might have wanted to try to like hold you down. Like I said earlier, like I was channeling Christina Aguilera, and I think the song was called "Hold Us Down" or something like that. My throat feels so weird. Like scratching, like it feels like something going like in there, like scratching right here. I don't like it. Like trying to stifle me. No, thank you. We have wise here. The revelation of the unknown, having knowledge. Yeah, see, a revelation. We were talking about like, you know, wisdom and inner knowing and stuff. Having experience, like this is something that you had to kind of go through and experience. It's kind of giving a mix of like the hermit a little bit for me. This is what I'm feeling. A little bit like of the hermit mixed with like the high priestess a little. Like sometimes you have to take that moment to yourself to reflect and dissect things, see things for what it really is. Very interesting. Yeah. And sometimes we have to understand that certain relationships and stuff are beyond repair. And that's okay. It's dead. It's done. Alright, let's get like 3 from here, Spirit. That feels so weird, bro. I don't like it. I sound like my son when I say that. That feels so weird, bro. Like, bruh. Like, shut up, Michael. Bruh. Like, I'm not your bruh. I'm your mother. But Mm. Wow. I literally said earlier, I was picking up on like a puppeteer, somebody trying to be the fucking puppet master. And look, it was in the reverse. Puppet. To be controlled, to be manipulated, to be in someone else's hands. It's in the reverse. First card out from this deck. They're like saying, there was somebody who was trying to, control you, control the narrative. No, they have no fucking control over this situation at all. And guess what? It's because that shit's fucking dead. Cross. Like, you're realizing, like, yeah, nah, I'm good on that. Yeah, anything that's gonna keep me out of balance, gotta go. No, thank you. No, thank you. Yep. And this allows for you to feel a sense of renewal within yourself. I love that. What does it say? Really pretty card. The process of making something stronger, healthier, and more dynamic after a period of decline. Things were rough for a while. You went through a rough patch. Based on this reading, we saw that energy for a lot of you guys who end up resonating. You went through a rough patch. I'm really getting something about suppression of maybe, I don't know what you guys had going on because everybody's got different things going on, but like I'm getting more than one message. For some, if it was like a romantic partnership, like you really could not or felt almost afraid to speak up for yourself is what I'm picking up on. And I think that's why I can't let this feeling and this sensation go. Like it won't let me get past this. I'm picking up on something like that, like really just like, and I'm hoping it wasn't like a domestic violence kind of thing, like them like choking you or something like that. I'm picking up like maybe that, which I don't like that feeling at all. For others, it could have just been like in a workplace where you had a hard time being able to, express yourself creatively and things like that, or, clashing with bosses and things like that who wouldn't want to listen to what you had to say and things like that. Whether you had concerns or you had things that you're like, oh, look, I can bring this to the table and they're not listening. So I'm getting, a combination of things. If any of that makes sense or resonates, let me know in the comments if you feel comfortable sharing. If not, you could let me know through reactions or hit that like button if you haven't done so already. That's what I'm picking up on for somebody. Let's get a couple more from here. Yeah, because I can't seem to get past this like scratchy, irritating feeling in my throat all of a sudden. So it's definitely giving like throat chakra energy. But you're coming out of it. You're working on balancing it because you're balancing yourself. You're balancing your life. Those scales are balancing because you're making choices for yourself. You're understanding, we saw the crossroads energy before too in the other deck. Like you're understanding that your choices are going to yield different opportunities for yourself. You can't stay, in these stuck stagnant energies anymore. You gotta let yourself get past any of those that that pain and disappointment, heartbrokenness in the reverse. No more of that. Yeah. You realize who the snakes were, the snakes in the grass, right? So it allows you to kind of shed that energy too. Yep, and that wheel about to turn in a new direction. Because again, you're realizing that these things just don't mesh with where you're going to, more from your spirit. It doesn't mesh with where you're going. And you deserve better. And you're understanding your worth is what I'm getting to. And that's everything. To be able to say that you understand and, value your worth. Yep. I'm getting work-life balance right now. And the reason why I'm getting that is because we have family here. Especially if we were just talking about like balancing things out. It says connection, unconditional love, support, shared history, belonging, protection, and emotional bonds formed through blood and chosen family. And it came out along with relax. So maybe being able to spend more time with family, relieving stress and tension, and relaxing by distancing from intense thoughts. So with those coming out together, I'm definitely getting like this energy of you guys like focusing on, really honoring the importance of, family dynamics right now. And that's why I think I'm getting like work-life balance, making sure that you're making choices that will align with you being able to do that. Let me know if that resonates. Got the Snake again, Wheel of Fortune, and freedom. Yeah, freeing yourself from anything that's holding you, making you feel captive. That's what I'm getting. One more from here, Spirit. Very interesting. You know, kudos to you guys though for, standing up for yourselves and saying fuck this. You know what I mean? Like, no more puppeting me around and shit like that. Like, I'm not your puppet. You can't dictate things anymore. We'll take them. Yeah, so we have 3 cards that came out together. Excuse me. We have clown. Can't even get the word out. Our sarcastic. They won't let me say this one. I feel like Spirit is like trying to say, you guys, you know who this clown is. There's no need to even really talk about them like that. We'll honor the card, but we're not gonna talk about that person because they're a fucking clown. Like, it's not a mystery who this person is. You know exactly who it is. Mystery in the reverse. They're like, you know who this person is. You're playing a game of fucking chess, not checkers, when it comes to this person. This person who was trying to be a puppeteer and shit and play all these games and shit. You're realizing more and more about who this person is. That veil is being lifted is what I'm kind of getting to. Boomerang is on the bottom. What we got here? A repeating process, returning and starting over. You've been there, done that. They're like, yeah, no, we're not gonna keep on playing this game with this person. Surprise, 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 surprise. Like, they might try to do some weird random shit, but you're like, I'm already onto you. I'm smarter than that. You already know how this person operates. Is what I'm getting. Yeah. Time situations that are timely or take more time. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Yeah. We did see the divine timing card earlier too. So it's really kind of giving this energy of like, you know what, y'all know exactly who this is. Time will reveal if you don't, but I do feel like you guys know already. Yeah. The Emperor and Ace of Wands when I split the deck. So it could be, some of you guys might have Aries in your chart. It's also giving that energy we were picking up on earlier, like, maybe a boss figure when it comes to your creative expression with that Ace of Wands. Getting more than one message with that. I'm also picking up on possibly it just saying like you're taking kind of like a sense of leadership in your life and saying, okay, well, I know that I want to do X, Y, and Z, and I'm gonna make shit happen. So I'm getting more than one message with what I saw when I split the deck. Right. So a couple more shuffles. Thank you, Spirit. King of Cups here on the bottom of the deck. Interesting. Where that's going. Knight of Swords. That's about seizing opportunities. Coming in guns a-blazing type shit. High Priestess in the middle of the deck. There could be somebody trying to come back into your energy. Possibly a water sign or somebody who you had romantic connections with or just care about a lot emotionally, possibly. You're gonna have to use your intuition about who this person is and what they're. Yeah, this is somebody who has not let you go. I'm getting for that might be a romantic thing for somebody. Again, it's not gonna resonate with everybody, but I'm getting like a romantic partnership, and that person might try to come back around if you ended things already. Because we did pick up on that way earlier in the reading, that there could be a person like that, and there's like a little bit of a piggyback for that. But let's see what Spirit has to say. Let's keep it simple. Let's do like the little 3 card spread for the tarot. But we got a lot of energy here already, and I think we're kind of on the right path when it comes to what this whole reading is about. But let's like, get a little more insight. Why not? All right, Spirit. So let's get the recent past for the collective, please. If this message is resonating with you and you haven't done so already, hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. Greatly appreciate it. So we have King of Swords here as the first card out. So that is about truth, baby. You see the truth. And you might be speaking your truth too. Maybe that's why we keep getting this throat chakra energy going on. You might have had you know, it's funny, like looking back, if you guys were to watch this from the beginning, I said that very early on in the reading. I was like, I was getting something about frustration, confusion, just like feeling so out of sorts and just feeling a lot of like, I said jokingly, I was like, I'm hearing a lot of expletives, especially the word fuck. Like, what the fuck is this? And fuck you. Like, I'm getting a lot of that. It's giving y'all gonna speak your truth if you haven't already. And yeah, like, you know, your truth is coming out. Like you're not only are you seeing things, but you're speaking your own truth too, is what I'm getting. You know, we have the knight, the King of Pentacles on the bottom, 8 of Swords on the top. Yeah, a lot of disappointments, especially around money matters. And you're like, you know what, fuck that. Y'all not gonna keep playing in my goddamn face like that. Absolutely. Yeah, competition at work and shit like that. Yeah, no thank you. Toxic fucking work environments. Hell no. We're not doing it. Not anymore. So if you were, you know, feeling constricted or, you know, whatever, not constricted, restricted in your, you know, work life and things like that, you were like, nah, I'm done. Yep, that's exactly what it is. When I say all this stuff, like, I'm not making it up, guys. Like, you know, these are literally the cards that, like, when I'm just looking under the bottom of the deck and the top of the deck, like, High Priestess and all that stuff. Like, this is the stuff that's literally there. What's underneath that? Yeah, distancing yourself. And we talked about possibly moving for some. Yeah, money was coming in slow. Their opportunities coming in slow. Fuck that shit. No, thank you. And all because of people who just, you know, want to have control all the time. No, thank you. And now you guys are taking control over your shit. What's the current energy, Spirit? Fuck that. 10 of Wands. Might be feeling very burdened by some of the things that you've got going on right now. With this 10 of Wands. But the thing is, like, I heard the wait is over, and it's giving me like a double entendre meaning, because it's like the wait is over, like you're not waiting anymore. We talked about like that TikTok, you know, endings type energy, and then like the weight, like physical weight, is over. You're dropping those burdens. I love a good double entendre, but yes, that's what I just picked up on. Dropping that burden, you know. You've invested in things that no longer serve for a long time. You know, now it's time to invest in yourself with the 7 of Pentacles. Yeah. Doing a little bit of a deep dive within yourself with this Hermit. Taking some time to yourself to really reflect and say, okay, what is it that I really want? Does this serve me anymore? If it doesn't serve me, then it has to go. Yeah, you're in your head. Oh, absolutely in your head with the 7 of Cups here. Confused, right? Kind of in a daze. Remember, I said it earlier. I was like, I feel like, you know, I heard the words head on a swivel. I heard a whole bunch of different things. Like if we were to rewind it from to the beginning, like I was picking up on a whole bunch of different things, and it was representing a lot of confusion. And that's literally what the 7 of Cups represents. You know, and being in like a, you know, a fog, like a dreamlike state. And we saw the dream card in one of our other decks earlier. So it's like it is giving that energy. It's like, you know, you're gonna have to start narrowing things down is what I'm getting. Like, it's time to narrow things down, whatever way, shape, form, and capacity that looks like for you. A little bit different for everyone, right? But yeah, if you know that it no longer serves and it's not causing nothing but headaches and physical ailments and shit like that, and weighing you down, you know what you gotta do. You know what you gotta do. All right, Spirit. Let's see. What is the incoming energy or likely outcome? And I have 3 more decks to pull from. Not gonna go crazy with those. It's like a couple of little advice pieces and time frames, possible time frames. Because I'm not really a time frame type of gal, but Spirit called me to pull from it, so we're gonna go with that. And some angel answers, and that will be the reading. Again, if you're new to the channel and haven't done so already, hit that like button and subscribe. Hit the notification bell too, because I do happen to do free readings. I don't do them often, but when I do, they're really good ones. And you want to be on that list early so that you could get your reading. We're talking about readings that last a good 15 minutes per person. Just saying. And I make this very, very, short so that way people get the best bang for, not bang for their buck because it's free, but like, you know, bang for your buck in the sense of time. Time is money, money is time. Let's go with that. We have temperance here. So that is about, peace, harmony, and balance. Some of you guys might have Sagittarius in your chart. Let me know. I'm a Sag myself. But yes. I'm also getting protection too. Like I'm getting like, your archangels, especially Michael's kind of standing out to me, watching over you, right? But I'm also picking up on the same way that you pour into everything and everyone else, making sure that you pour into yourself too. When you look at this card, right, the illustration on the card, let's see if I can get it at a good angle so you can really see it. I know it's like the foil one, so it's kind of hard to see, but if you guys can see this, you see how there are these cups, right, and they're pouring it back and forth. And each time they pour into that cup, it's the same amount. Nothing spills, nothing leaves. It's always the same amount. Making sure that when people in your space, when you choose to have people around you, making sure that you stand on business. And I'm saying stand on business because we have the Queen of Wands here, but this is also giving me a little bit more insight that some of you guys might have Sagittarius in your chart. But yeah, standing on business and being able to be like, yeah, no. If you don't pour into me the way that I'm pouring into me, or the way I'm pouring into you, like, no, all bets are off. Is what I'm getting, and that's okay. We have the 8 of Swords here on the top, which is talking about, again, feeling that sense of restriction. I'm getting, to be honest with you guys, like, I'm getting that it's going to be hard for you guys to maybe have a necessary talk with somebody. We're not necessarily at this particular time getting anything about communication, but I'm feeling it. Feeling it. Feel the glasses, have them all right. Did you guys see the Jay-Z performance where Blue Ivy was playing on the piano? I thought that was pretty dope. But anywho, yeah, back to what I was saying. It's like, even though I don't have any cards necessarily about communication right now, I am feeling that energy, especially the fact that my throat was doing all those weird things a little while ago. So it's like, I am getting this energy that there's something that you guys need to say. And it's going to be, you're going to be in your head about it. It's not one of those things that you want to do, but you know you need to do it. Whatever that conversation is going to be, but you're going to have to, really put your big girl or big boy drawers or panties on, and you have to do what you gotta do, because this is probably representing an ending. 8 of Cups here in the middle of the deck. So knowing that there's an ending happening and walking away and having to preserve your own energy is what I'm picking up on. All right, Spirit, let's get one more card from the tarot, and then we're gonna pull from our last couple or 3 decks. Like I said, they're gonna be quick little messages, nothing too crazy. Ooh, Page of Pentacles, good news involving money matters. Absolutely, love that, love that, love that, and that's what the majority of this reading has been about. Is waiting for new opportunities to present themselves. Look at that. What's on the bottom of the fucking deck, baby? Ace of Pentacles. Shit. Y'all some bad motherfuckers. I'm just saying. Y'all about to be all y'all gonna be reeling in the dough. That's what I'm getting. Or even if it's not like a lot of money, like financially, it could just be simply saying like, again, that energy of, you're gonna find a sense of peace and balance and harmony and work-life balance and stuff like that. You're gonna feel like the energy that you put forward in terms of your work, you feel like you're being fairly compensated is what I'm getting. And again, some of you guys may have to physically move for this opportunity. Three of Wands, or you're thinking about it. Doesn't mean that you have to do it, but it's just, there might be better opportunities elsewhere. You might have been doing some research already on that. Let me know in the comments if that resonates or makes any sense for you. But for others, it's just maybe just saying, foresight and planning, right? I'm getting like resume writing and stuff like that. Shopping your stuff around. Again, I was picking up earlier on being in the right rooms at the right time where people, your reputation precedes you, where you walk into a room and they already know who you are. They're like, that's that. You know what I mean? Like them in the flesh. You know what I mean? Like that's a dope ass energy to be in. Y'all, like I said, y'all some bad motherfuckers. Y'all better start giving yourself more credit where it's due, because you're about to sail on, baby. Six of Swords. Sail away, sail away, sail away. Like you're moving on to, from those rough waters to the calmer waters. And it's because of the fact that you've been able to, you know, speak up for yourself and distance yourself from the things that no longer serve. Especially people who've been trying to play in your face and act like they got it like that. Like, fuck you. Who do you guys think you are? Okay. All right, so we're gonna pull from this deck now. This is the what is this deck? Because I don't have the box anymore. I bought this. Is what was one of the first, I think one of the first 3 decks I ever purchased for myself. The Life Coach Oracle, I believe this is what this one's called, if I'm not mistaken. So when I split the deck, we have Universal Bank. Everything you need to thrive is already here. Exactly. You already have all this knowledge and shit and gifts and stuff within you. You just have to recognize it. Angel numbers. Pay attention to the signs. Your angels are trying to deliver a message. We were talking about angel numbers earlier. You guys might be seeing the number 2 a lot. Like 222 or variations of 2. Number 1 a lot, maybe, to like succession. And in the comments if that resonates at all. Couple more shuffle, Spirit. Thank you. Right. Source, yes. They're guiding you. I said that earlier. Your connection to Source is the light and love that shines through you and leads the way. You just have to listen, pay attention. One of those things easier said than done, right? When we're going through life and life be life, and we're just like, yo, what the fuck? I jokingly said like earlier, I said, yo, what the fuck, guys? Like, help me. Help me help myself. Help me, nigga. You know what I mean? Like I jokingly, made that reference to the Kevin Hart skit, and it's like, but that's how y'all might really feel. It's like, goddamn, like, the fuck, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Please help me. I'm asking for signs. Y'all not sending the signs that I feel like I need, but they communicate all the time. We just have to pay closer. I want to say we have to pay closer attention. Sometimes we don't want to see the signs. We're convincing ourselves that those signs aren't even there. Like, oh no, that's a coincidence. Like, no, it wasn't a coincidence. You're just not listening. And I say that as somebody who, I go through that shit all the time because I'm hard-headed. I be getting my spiritual ass whoopings because of it. All right, so we have visionary. We were talking about, creative processes and, all that, right? You're being in your creative flow. You were learning to synthesize all of your creative ideas into action. Definitely about creativity for a lot of you guys who end up resonating with this message. Fear might be one of the things that kind of holds you back, is what I'm getting. Your fears are keeping you from moving forward into the life that you deserve. Fear is a motherfucker, man. But don't let it be the thing that dictates your future and your progression moving forward, right? All right, let's get like 2 from here. We're not gonna go too crazy. I think 2 messages will suffice. We can get close this out. But it's here again. Fear. I already read it, so I'm gonna read it again. Shooting star. Maybe you're afraid of success, some of you guys. You are a shooting star. You're about to step into your fullest potential. That shit's scary when it's something that you're not aware of. When you don't know what the hell's gonna happen, but it's a part of your journey. You are learning that every challenge you face has a hidden gift inside. We had saw that card, the gift, with the golden egg and everything, and I was like, there's gifts about to come to you, but you also are the fucking gift. Like the energy that you're going to bring to wherever you're headed, man, listen. But don't self-sabotage. Easier said than done, trust me, I know. You may be creating pain for yourself by standing in your own way because of fear. Sheesh. Okay, Spirit, goddamn. Alright, so one more from here, Spirit. And now I have to eat dinner because I only ate like once today. So I'm starving. I have to get ready to start winding down because I have work in the morning. Let go. We have self-love here. It says, you are learning that your capacity to love others is directly correlated. That's not what it says. Is directly related to your ability to love yourself, which goes back to that temperance card, which was the last card out of that out of the tarot. And we were talking about, like, if people are not pouring into you the way that you're pouring into yourself, or the way that you're pouring into them, all bets are off. Why are you gonna stay in those situations? No more. We have wishful thinking here on the bottom. It says, you are learning how to manifest the life that you desire. And that's going to be a part of your journey too right now. Angel numbers is here again. We talked about it already. Middle of the deck. Resolve. It's about choices, I believe. Yep. This is a period of indecision and inner conflict, and it's time to make a decision. We talked about that earlier. Yeah. Again, don't let fear be the thing that holds you back. And this is coming from somebody who has been doing that for a very long time now, and I've self-sabotaged for way too long by staying in situations that I'm not supposed to be in on many occasions and different areas of my life. Like, don't do that to yourself. We're gonna pull from the angel answers now, and when I split the deck, we have within the next few weeks, and it is up to you. So that is about choices, big time. So there could be a major choice or something that's going to be happening for some of you guys very, very, very soon. Don't know what those choices are, because for everybody's going to be a little bit different. But if you know that this message has been resonating with you, for the majority of you, it's going to have something to do with your career. For some, it might be about a relationship that needs to end, and for others, it could be about companionship, a friend group situation that you're realizing that you can't allow yourself to be in anymore. So everybody's got different things going on, but those were the main 3, when I remember, 3 narratives that was going on throughout this reading. On the bottom of the deck, we have abundance after we stopped shuffling. Top of the deck, nope. Like, again, anything that's going to keep you from your abundance, absolutely fucking not. But look, once you start to make those choices, big happy changes come through. But again, free will, right? So I'm gonna say we, because I resonate with this. We have to start making better choices for ourselves that don't involve us being afraid, that allow us to be of our highest self. Be ambitious, be brave, do the hard things. You can do hard things, as I do my students when we do our affirmations. I can do hard things. Um, but there are, I don't know what the fuck that is. Bridgeport, Connecticut for you. We have opportunity. Three cards came out together. We have opportunity here, and it came out on one with let go, and we talked about that letting go energy before, right? Releasing and compromise. What the fuck are these niggas doing outside? Oh my god. Fucking Bridgeport, I'm telling you. What time is it? What y'all niggas doing at 11 o'clock? I have a feeling like kid like put like firecrackers or something, fireworks in like a garbage or something. Because that doesn't sound like gunshots. I usually know the difference. But it is Bridgeport. You never fucking know. But yeah, just doesn't sound like gunshots. Better not be. All right. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Yes, we have compromise here, balancing, right? Balancing is really important in order to, we were talking about like that letting go energy earlier, right? With that 10 of wands, dropping, those burdens. Once you start to, free up space, make space for the other things to come in, and it balances out. What else we got here? Yeah, weights. Definitely giving like the tempering energy, being patient, understanding that not everything's going to happen when we want it to happen. It's going to happen when it's meant to happen. But there are opportunities coming in, and I love that. We do have forgiveness on the top. I'm wondering if it's giving like, very cliche. Give those who have trespassed against us. And I kind of, I can dig it, like I've been learning that, it's okay to feel our emotions and things like that, but just don't harbor them for too long, right? Even when it's emotions that we feel about other people, who've done some bullshit, what's underneath that within the next few weeks is here again. Yeah, so it's like, one of those things. It's one of those things. Very, gonna be very different for everybody, right? Very nuanced. But I'm also getting, forgiving ourselves, right, for not believing in ourselves more or staying in situations longer than we should have. Lord knows I resonate with that part of the message big time. Like, I'm like, how many years of time have I wasted? The dumbest things, whether it's romantic relationships or my jobs, so on and so forth. So some of you guys might resonate with that, right? So it's like, yeah, it's definitely given that. Ooh, like romance in the middle of the deck. Well, shit, see? So it's almost given like, okay, well, not only you're going to make space for, new opportunities when it comes to like your finances and stuff and career, but you can also be making room for love. Sometimes those things are very connected. When you are with the wrong person, you'll see everything fucking fall apart. I've been there. Like, everything in your life, like, you be doing just fine. You know what I mean? And all of a sudden, like, why the fuck is all this shit happening in my fucking life? All these problems, all at once, like back to back to back. Because you're the wrong fucking person. Because you start to take on their karmas and shit. You can't stop their karma from happening. You can't protect them. Been there, done that. I tried before. Didn't go so hot. And it's like, so let me know if you resonate with that. Like, you just realize everything around you just like all fucked up when you're with a certain person. And then you leave that person and all of a sudden everything's back to being pretty fucking good. Maybe even better. But sometimes we have to learn some lessons, right? Again, those scales got to balance. Just reading this part intuitively, I'm getting like karmic lessons, There are these, contracts and stuff that were drafted and we got to fulfill them. It's part of the soul journey, Learn the lessons, those karmic lessons, close out those karmic deals, karmic debt, receive that dharma. That's what we want, right? Receive our dharma if you believe. Again, people might need to kind of remember who the fuck you are. That's what I'm kidding. You might resonate with the reading I did the other day. I think it was a Thursday, talking about inspiration and things like that. Might want to check that reading out. Don't dim your own light is what I'm getting. Yeah, remain positive. Believe in yourself. And the answer is yes. I love that. But again, don't beat yourself up. It's okay. You know, we all go through the motions of life and, you know, trying to figure it all out. We don't always know what all this shit means here in this soul school, right? But you got this. If you've ever questioned it, you've got this. Now I will um, give this quick little disclaimer. I am not really a fan of giving time frames and readings. Not really my thing. However, Spirit did guide me to pull from the timing oracle that I have. I'm gonna pull maybe like 3 cards, so we're not gonna go too crazy. But take this with a grain of salt. Just gonna be honest, because I feel like, you know, time is fluid, energy is fluid, and you know, all the things that we see even in these readings is based on, you know, the current energy, right? So with free will and things of that nature, these things can change. I don't necessarily like doing this type of thing, but Spirit called me to do it, so we're gonna do it. But don't be mad and say, "Oh, you said something was gonna happen in the month of August," and like I'm be like, I also said, take it with a grain of salt. And remember, this is a collective message, right? So you know, everybody's got different things going on, and might experience things at different times depending on where they are on their path. Just want to put that as a disclaimer, so nobody be like, "Oh, she don't know what she's talking about." Blah, blah, blah. You know how that goes. So. With that said, we're gonna split the deck. Let's see what it says, just to get some time frames of maybe, you know, something that some important events that might be getting ready to take place and when they might take place. So I split the deck, and we have going too fast, slow down, take your time, and we did talk about tempering, right? Just a little while ago, and we also have today. So there could be something that could be happening. Like it's given, like this is in the works. Everything that we're seeing in this reading is in the works, but it might not happen when you necessarily want it to happen or even expect it to happen. So just give it time. That's what I'm getting. So we're gonna just pull like I think like 3 cards from here and keep it simple, not go too crazy. Maybe even 4 cards. I'm feeling 4. Let's do 4. And then that will be the end of the reading. And I do hope that you guys have enjoyed this reading. I hope it's been helpful and that you've resonated with it. I know there was a lot to kind of dissect. Reading also went longer than expected, but no worries there, you know. Yeah, so we shall see what Spirit has to say when it comes to some potential time frames for you guys. There are things that might be important and significant when it comes to time frames. Bottom of the deck, it's happening now. So yeah, Spirit is saying like there are things happening in the works currently that you might not necessarily understand, right? But time is frozen also came out on the top, right? It seems like does that even make sense? It's almost given like, while there are things happening behind the scenes, you're not going to necessarily see those things happening. It'll just kind of happen like boom. We did see that energy show up earlier. Like all of a sudden, it's just something like this, you know, like forward movement and trajectory where you're gonna be like, where the hell did this all happen and come from? Like you're gonna be confused as hell. Is what I'm getting. You have the power to create the timing by taking action. Wow. We did talk about, you know, that, you know, being able to make choices to, you know, move yourself forward too. Wow. So we're getting a couple of messages that already make sense, and it does line up with what we've seen. So let's get, like I said, 3 from here, and then that'll be the reading. Thank you. Next year is looking promising for some. Sounds like a long time, but when you think about how quickly, especially as we get older, I am in my 40s now, and when I see how fast time goes, I'm like, God damn, where does the time fucking go? I'm like, I have an almost 20-year-old child. I'm just like, oh my goodness. Like, a year goes by quick. Yeah, it's the wrong time. Yeah, so they're definitely like, again, setting up the the stuff behind the scenes that you can't see. You're not going to see it. But when the time is right, oh man, there's gonna be some crazy shit happening in a good way. Yeah, that's exactly it. So it's like they do want you to keep going after the things that you're meant to go after. This is about planning. This is about foresight. It's giving like Three of Wands energy, like foresight, planning, really sitting down and taking notes is what I'm getting, and it will be worth the wait, whatever this is. Let's get two more. So there'll be some major changes coming in within the next year. Again, sounds like a long time, but um, yeah. See, look, next fall for some, something could happen next fall. It could either be fall of next year, or it could even be this upcoming fall, right? Because technically that would be next fall, upcoming fall. For others, it's March. Somebody might have a birthday or know somebody with a birthday on St. Patty's Day. Let me know if that resonates. In June, yeah, there's like time frames are gonna be all over the place. It's a collective message, but yeah, there's a lot going on right now. But first, they want you to know that it's time to let go. First thing that y'all need to do. One more from your spirit. Thank you. Patience, it's not time yet. And there you have it. Spirit is like, look, we're not going to give you any really definitive answers to anything. We're doing this shit on purpose. We're going to give you the most convoluted fucking answers to fuck with you a little bit because we want you guys to be patient. I see what y'all did there. Yeah, now they got July here. It's like we're in July currently, so what's that today? It's like, yeah, they're funny like that. By the end of the year. So again, all these different time frames. Everybody's got different, paths too, right? So everybody's on different, paths and different timelines when it comes to where they're at even currently. So with all that said, my loves, I do hope that you guys resonated with that message. I know that was a lot to kind of take in, but I do hope that for those of you who were able to tap in, even if it was just for a moment, I hope that the messages did resonate and that they were helpful. And if you would like to check this out from the beginning, I know it's a little bit long reading because it's almost 2 hours, but if you would like to check it out from the beginning in your leisurely time, I am going to be posting this up as long as it posts, as long as YouTube doesn't, be, dickheads and not post it for 5 days like they did last time, or not the last time, but a couple weeks ago. I was like, are you kidding me? Great reading, didn't post. I was like, where was it? It was in YouTube limbo for fucking 5-6 days, and then finally just randomly posted on its own. I was like, what the fuck? I didn't do anything different than I normally do. It was the most weird thing ever. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But anyway, like I said, I hope that you guys resonated. And if you're new and haven't done so already, hit that like button, subscribe. I would greatly appreciate the support and all that good stuff. And thank you for those of you who, were able to tap in for a bit. My girl Marie over here, Mystic Marie, check her out. We had my girl Intuitive Interactions earlier. Check her out as well. We were to scroll up. And also my girl, the Phoenix Priestess, check her out as well. Those are my road dogs right there, and they're amazing at what they do. Those are people I go to for guidance, and I can promise you will not be disappointed. They are so gifted, like beyond words. Like, And I'm also super appreciative of them and everything that they do. Amazing people and amazing readers. So with all that said, you guys have a great rest of your night. Was it 11:30 ish? Almost. Yeah, so I'm gonna eat dinner because I didn't really eat much today. I'm kind of hungry, more than hungry. I'm starving at this point. Um, but yeah, so Air's doing some weird stuff too. Um, yeah, so all right, it's like. I'm like, okay, okay. Are you guys really telling me to eat? Yes, I'm gonna eat. Goddamn. Shit. I know I need to eat. Okay, I got it. All right, guys. I love y'all. And until next time, probably Monday. Maybe. We'll see. All right, guys. See? I got kicked out of my own reading. Look at that. But I'm back. All right, guys. Until next time, I love y'all. And take care of yourselves. Have a great rest of your weekend and evening and all that good stuff. And until next time, mwah. Bye.